Turkey is the main consumer of the oil stolen from its rightful owners, Syria and Iraq. According to information we've received, the senior political leadership of the country, President Erdogan and his family, are involved in this criminal business.
Pretty direct stuff, isn't it? As I say, Mr. Erdogan has dismissed that claim. He says it's slander. He's actually promised to resign if the allegations are proved true. Something he also said, actually, about the shooting down of the Russian plane, if it was premeditated or not. Well, Famil Ismailov from the BBC's Russia service joins me now. They're going for the jugular here, Famil.
They are indeed, at least they think so. But and they showed not just the pictures, they also gave us some numbers. They said about 8,500 tankers involved in transporting 200,000 barrels of oil towards Turkey, at least, and crossing freely the Turkish border. And that brings, as Russian military say, about $2 billion to the Islamic State.
Right. I suppose the point with all these things is evidence shows the evidence. You know, yes, it's clear that this seems to be going on. Who the agents are who are dealing with it is a very different story.
You mentioned the evidence. They actually didn't show any evidence per se. They showed pictures of, big trailers, big cars, tankers on the border. They showed, the convoys of tankers moving along the roads. But who those belong to? What do we know actually happening on the ground? Nobody knows, and they didn't say that. And the interesting thing is Mr. Peskov, just the day before, said that they haven't...
That's Mr.
Putin's spokesman. And he said that the information they've got doesn't have to be proven or proved anyway. He said that this is information that will help to fight terrorism, and they said that.
But what is interesting here, it almost is the language, isn't it? This is a personal affront on the president of Turkey, almost certainly sanctioned by the president of Russia.
Absolutely. It's got personal from the first day, from the almost few hours later after the jet was shot down, when Mr. Putin said at the meeting with the Jordanian king in Moscow that Recep Tayyip Erdogan didn't even call him personally to say what has happened. He called straight to NATO countries, and that made Mr. Putin extremely angry. And then from there on, it was front after front, claim after claim, and it just goes on and on.
But this is interesting because, I mean, we hear a lot about Russia does not expect to be confronted in this way. At the same time, both countries have said, we don't want to escalate this. So where is this going? I mean, we might wonder.
To be honest, at this very moment, it's really hard to say. We see that Russia introduced sanctions. We see that Turkey is now hinting that it will stop buying Russian gas, and it's one of the major buyers of Russian gas. We see the cut of ties between Russian and Turkish universities. We see the relationship between the two countries built up for many years plummeting and just being cut off within less than a week. So it's already at some point, probably not at the point of no return yet, but getting very close there.